Oh my god.
Are you comfortable? Yeah, that's a good chester.
Yeah.
Okay, Willy William, you are our first guest. How are you? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien.
Yeah?
Muy bien, yeah.
Okay, you said you know a bit of Spanish. Can you tell us what's your favorite word in Spanish? Do you have any favorite word?
Word.
Yeah.
Dale.
Dale is your favorite word.
Dale. I put dale everywhere.
When you play music, you also put dale?
When I play music, I most of the time I have the mic, so I'm an MC.
Okay.
Also, so this is part of my job. I trying to make everybody feel comfortable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I speak Spanish, sometimes I speak French and English.
But basically, when you bring the party, you bring the party. Like you can
Yes.
DJ, MC, you can produce, you can do whatever you want,
yes,
right?
Yes, my show it's kind of 2 hours of entertainment, you know, and people knows me for that. And I can even jump into the crowd. I mean, not jumping like a rock star, but
Okay.
going. I did once.
Did you jump
I already,
into the crowd?
Yeah, yeah, because my basics are rock.
Okay.
I start music with a rock band, and I'm a guitarist. So I always, as every band, you dream about jumping in a crowd and like a rock star.
Feeling like Kurt Cobain with the people, right?
Yeah, but with no death.
with no that, yeah, don't worry. Just the fame.
But yeah, the Nirvana was our references at that time. So all my references are, most of those music are old rock songs. From the 90s, grunge era, from the 80s also, because this is my generation.
Okay. People may doesn't know, but you usually
Yeah.
play reggaeton and Latin music, so they relate you with this kind of music. So
Yeah.
they may think, no, his references are Daddy Yankee, David Guetta, maybe, but no, your references
No.
are grunge music stars,
Yeah, but
rock bands.
sometimes I play a few of classics things in my show. Are trying to put some classic that people knows.
So you told us about your beginning references, like you played in a rock band, and nowadays you do many things. As we said, you DJ, you perform, you sing, you produce music. How would you describe yourself? What are you the most? Like DJ, singer, songwriter? What are you the most?
I think being lucky as an artist is being able to choose whatever you want to do. Not like you get fame because you're doing this style of music. Now you're stuck in this, little box of, okay, I have to do reggaeton for the rest of my life,
Right.
because I have this kind of audience. It work. It pay my bills also. So now
Yeah,
I have
which
to
is
do,
important. It's important. As
yeah,
well,
it's a part of the process. But in my case, I always consider music as a journey. So if I want to do this, I will do this, and if it lasts for 10 years doing these things that I love to do, I will do it. If I'm tired of this, I will switch and do different things. And I'm pretty sure that I have some, even if it's not the biggest audience like a big artist audience, but I still have my audience. There's some fans or some people who knows me from my beginning era, People remind me, I remember you 15 years ago, you were in a little pub playing some,
rock music.
yeah, some Red Hot Chili Peppers things. And I was like,
You played Red Hot Chili Peppers. Were you the singer as well, or you just play guitar?
Yeah, with my band, yeah.
Your band,
I
okay.
did all those things, but when I remember this, I was like, man, I spent years making some concert in pubs,
Okay.
with my amps, my guitars, and so I lived this life, And yeah, and after I switched to the club and the DJ styles in the beginning of 2000 something. I start being a DJ in 2005.
Okay.
And I started making music at the same time because
So DJing and
I
producing.
I did. The first time I touched the decks in the clubs, I fake to the DJs that I used to, but I was confident because I was an MC at that time.
Okay.
And I know how to talk to the audience no matter what. If there's 1-2 people in front of you, I learned this. I learned how to play music there's nobody in the pub. So when I was in the club with some bunch of people, I was like, people are still crazy. And I say, man, I can talk to this crowd. It's easy, you know. So I faked to these DJs,
All right.
and one of our friends said, "Oh, he's famous in some blah 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 blah." All those things at the point when I was there with the DJs and my friend faking like, "Hey, he's good at the mic. He's gonna burn the crowd." Blah blah blah. He said blah blah. The DJ was not hot at the beginning, but after I said, "Okay, you know how to use this?" Yeah. I saw some friends doing it. I was like, okay. You have 5 minutes. I say, oh man, fuck. Okay, so I push start here, and it was vinyl. I remember. So he put me. I said, put me an instrumental, and I remember he put the Dr. Dre, because at 2004 it was the Dr. Dre era.
You remember the song Still Dre?
Yeah, it was the Still Dre, and it was the hip hop momentum. You know, like this. I'm gonna play some hip hop cuts for the last 15 minutes. So I put the B face and do whatever you have to do. And he put the things, and man, it was maybe kind of one of my best memories that gave me goosebumps at that time, because I was kind of another person, you know, because this is the first time I get this kind of experience in a club, talking to the crowd, and also my voice was special at that time because I had this kind of Jamaican
deep Jamaican voice, right? Yeah.
Like wagwan people, yeah. I was like this, and nobody heard this before. You know,
that was new in France, because that was in France,
yes,
right? Yes,
we only heard about Fat Man Scoop. He was the only guys who doing the.
He's the only one who used this kind of voice for DJ mixing things.
But me, I didn't know about who is this Fat Man Scoop guys. You know, I only heard about Jamaican things, and I came with my Jamaican vibes, the rock machine. And I was talking to the crowd like crazy, doing the freestyling things, and it was like an 8 Miles movie, you know.
Yeah, wow.
Same kind of things, you know. I was clearly the Eminem, because
you were Eminem. Okay.
Yeah, because they saw me as an alien, like, who is this guy? He's not DJ, blah 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 blah, and I came like a Eminem, you know, because I was so confident with my old background things.
All right.
And even if it was a rock. This is the cool thing with music, you know, when you are able to listen to so many style of music, playing as when you are a musician, also you have a different way to feel the music, and finally the only thing that missing is to being a DJ, you know, to complete the whole circle, you know. Now it's full circle, because now I'm doing all those things, and when it's time, to talk about music, I know which kind of music. If you told me about what is the origin of reggaeton, I can tell you not exactly, because I'm not a scientist, but I know and I feel those things. Same for rock. I know my classics. If you spend your entire life listening to so many style of music. It's easy, you know. You can invent some chord. No, everything is there. We just took everything from the past. We bring to some new style of
new movement, new sounds. It's like a puzzle. Basically, you took pieces from the past and then you mix them together. Maybe you put another sound, something different, a pitch or whatever. But basically, music is to recreate whatever it's already existing. So
and then nowadays it's easy for DJs, and especially in my case, with my age also, you know. This is how I'm not too old, but
you're young, Willy. Please.
We are but we are in a different case. But there's so many examples that no matter what age you are, you can still be a producer. You can still have success, like David Guetta has.
Yes.
Even if David Guetta is known for having a huge background in the music history, but it's work, you know. It worked.
Okay.
And thanks to those guys, for example, David Guetta, his success give hopes to us, you know, like, okay, I can still have 40 something and being booked in clubs, being booked in festivals, you know, being able to produce some music and do things, you know.
And talking about David Guetta and all this experience, now recently you just released a song with him and Nicky Jam, Cuéntale, which is very good, by the way.
Thank you.
And we want to know who had the basic idea to recreate this Don Omar song.
This is the
and
question.
Who called who? Yeah, we are very, very interested in that. Did you call David Guetta and you said, David, mon frère, we have to do this song, or how did it work?
No, I came with the beats,
Yeah.
First, because the beat was originally a demo, but I did with my vocals on it. I did another hook on this,
Alright.
but it's funny now because it's like two different songs with the same beats.
So the process of the creation, you started with your own voice.
Yeah,
Like you were alone, you were maybe
Yeah.
showering,
This-
and you were
yeah,
like
the-
pa or something like that. Or
no,
how did
no,
it
no,
work?
no,
Not that simple.
No, I would love to record my pop and turn into a song. Yeah. But for the Cuéntale, I met David in Miami,
Okay.
and we listened to some demos and we talk about ideas, and he had some ideas, and I had this beat, so I played this beat, and at that time we kindly barely find the ideas of putting some Indian sample on this, because the beats already sounds like an Indian something, because
Okay.
I had the flute. So we end up with this sample, the original one from the original went from 1981. It was a whole
Indian song.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Indian song. But we were influenced more by the addictive song produced by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
So
yeah.
these ideas came at first, and then when we start to make the research, we end up with this original sample, because this is how it works when you have to go through the process,
Okay.
the clearance and it was easy, because finally it was like my beats was made for this sample, with no adjustment, no nothing. We just extract the good things and say, man, this is crazy, because
It felt simple. It
Yeah.
felt like very natural, very like organic, right?
yeah, it's a natural match, I say, okay, that's it. We're
was
done.
it. That was easy.
We're done.
Let's
I
go.
say bye. See you next time.
but see you next time. But you called first Nicky Jam because you wanted
the,
the voice.
the Nicky Jam part
Okay.
was the David Guetta. It was the whole David Guetta part, because Nicky was in Ibiza.
Okay.
And we were looking for somebody, a Latin artist, to jump on this, because it felt natural to have a Latin artist on
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, of course.
And because the beat sounds already like a kind of reggaeton mi gente style.
Yeah, we're gonna
This is
talk
my
later,
second
yeah.
signature, so
Of course.
I'm stuck in this one for the
We're
rest
gonna-
of my life.
We're gonna talk about that in a moment. Don't worry about that. Yeah,
we talk about that way before, but this is what I told you. When
Yeah.
you do something, you're stuck in this for the rest of your life. The people want to hear from you only is mi gente. Please do some mi gente things. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. But Nicky was invited by David in his house, so they trucked the whole thing for maybe 3 or 4 hours. It was really quick. But this is where Nicky Jam shine. Is when he felt something, he can write the best verses, and we were lucky, me and David, to have this crazy verse from Nicky Jam, because he can do do something just for the project.
Okay.
I will send you some 16 bars of verse. You're gonna pay this and so on. There's some artists where it works like that. If you want to, I don't know, if you want to have a verse of Taiga, for example.
All right.
If
So
you don't
you
meet,
thought
if you
about
don't,
Taiga.
if you don't meet this artist in a studio to feel the vibe in the studio, maybe he's gonna send you some, 16 bars, and you're gonna pay maybe 100,000 of something,
Yeah.
because this is business. There's the business side, and there's the more vibey side.
Okay.
And in this case, we were lucky enough to have this vibey, because Nicky Jam really liked the beat, and he felt that, man, let's take time. I'm gonna write something, and even the lyrics, the whole things was perfectly match. The lyrics perfectly match the vibe. He says he's in Ibiza. He gonna, it's flowing.
It was natural, just natural with the.
It's not
yeah.
like forced. Like, okay, this is we had to do this featuring. We had to, because sometimes you have some kind of featuring that it's all about marketing things.
Yeah. And nowadays it's more usual. Like you see two artists that doesn't match.
It's like two DJs in different levels who had some ideas, and we wanted to experiences with Latin artists. So it went flawless, and. You can hear in the song. It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural, and that's a good thing that you felt free by you and Guetta by producing your music and Nicky by singing it. So that's a perfect match.
Yeah. I think maybe the only hard part in the process was to have rights with the original Indian singers because this is very. It's hard. I mean, it took us 3 years to get the final license, the final things to say, okay, now we're done. Now we can release the song. But sometimes it's crazy when you think about it's all about timing. With Mi Gente, there were Despacito a year before.
So Despacito was released in 2016, Mi Gente 2017,
right?
But
if I released that song way before,
it would have lost all this potential, right?
Yeah,
because that was individually.
Because everybody was focused on Despacito, all the medias, everything.
Even Justin Bieber released a remix for Despacito.
It was the biggest peak with Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, that was crazy.
And even we were late for the Grammy. I mean, the official. We had the Grammys, Latin Grammys, and all those things, but we missed the US Grammy,
like the general Grammy, right?
Yeah, because of Despacito. But I lived my best life at that moment. So I had the MTV Award, and I was the only French artist at the ceremony. The only French to won something, and even the only French to be there.
So you performed as well.
No.
Okay, you didn't perform. You just picked your award, and okay,
that's enough.
Which is fine.
Because even making a speech in front of Jennifer Lopez, because I was nominated in the same category with Cardi B, Jennifer Lopez, because it was the Latin one, and there's so many people at that time because it was the Latin momentum.
Yeah, of course.
So
and
that's
Cardi B, which song?
With the remix with Bad Bunny.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Nominated at the same category, and we won the best Latin video of the year. And and Balvin wasn't there. So
it was you alone. So
I was me. It was my job to carry this
the responsibility.
In front of the all things, Jennifer Lopez. She lost. She was in the front with the whole family.
I like that you said Jennifer Lopez lost in front of the family.
And
you were alone.
I remember this because when I started making my speech, I served my worst English in ever, and it was the worst moment to do this kind of things, But man, come on! You won an MTV, you won a TV actually in the US. You were in New York. I won in front of so many artists that was there in the front, and the only thing that I had to do is just look at the crowd, but I just look at Jennifer Lopez and the whole family in the front.
Were they crying because Jennifer lost?
No, they're just looking at who the is this guy?
Who the fuck?
He's not Balvin, he's a fake. He's not Balvin. He's sent just the little black guys with the French accent. And I was like, hi, guys. I came straight from France here. I'm happy. Balvin is not there. But I was not crying like I'm happy. I want to thanks. But you know what is funny? At this moment, when you start to do the shout out, I want to thanks. Who you have to thanks,
But you
the
don't...
label first, but I want to thanks God. But I was with Mi Gente, I was really happy and proud enough to see what happening with the song, I remember because I got married in 2017, at the end of the 2017.
The same year, after Mi Gente. After Mi Gente, you got married.
Yeah, Mi Gente was at the peak, and I married at that time at the New Year's Eve. We decided to do the New Year's Eve in the island. I live in the island, but I brought all my family in a small island. and we did the ceremony, the whole things. But you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, in the US, the president dropped the list of the song of the year or the
That was,
song. Obama was that at that time.
It's true, and Mi Gente was there.
Yeah, Mi Gente was the top on the list. Like, this is the song that and I saw a video he's saying to Beyonce, because Beyonce was on the remix.
One of the first.
And they say, oh, I love that song, but didn't know that the French guy was the producer. And I was like, man,
Obama,
I wanted to meet. And this is the one thing is on my bucket list to meet Obama and to say, bro. And I will say, bro.
Bro, what the fuck? Like
no. I'm the guys who and I have the screenshot, because I did the screenshot at that time. Somebody told us at the ratings, because somebody make an announcement like, yo, it's official, the President Obama like put Mi Gente on #1 on this top list, and everybody go crazy on the wedding, like, congrats. I was, man, at that time I was the happiest guy on earth.
Of course. So yeah, Mi Gente, one of your songs, as you said, the most representative of your career, because of billions of streams it got in YouTube, Spotify, and everything. We want to understand also how much can a song reach in terms of money? Not the money you earned, which is also important, but not is not what we want to ask. But for example, if you put together all the platforms, all the concerts, maybe, how much in terms of money you think Mi Gente generated?
It's a lot.
Approximately a lot. But how much is a lot?
It's really depends. There's so many things, so many little things. In terms of business sides, you know, in contracts, there's many people involved in these things. So, of course, there's my part, but there's the part of the label, there's the part of the Universal Music, because Universal Music this is the main spaceships that brings the whole things to all everybody heads,
and they take most of the money, like usually.
That's normal. That this is
the industry. It's how it works.
But in my case, this is huge and still huge. This is the most important things that people needs to know. You know, it's great to make a big song. You know, it's crazy. You know, it's mind blowing, blah blah, whatever, so on. But you have to consider how long this song is gonna last, you know. In my case, I prefer taking times, or maybe if I, release songs every 3 years, I'm okay, I'm fine with this. But those songs needs to last like for years.
Because Mi Gente was released in 2017. It still lasts.
Yeah,
you can still hear it in every party,
and
in every club
because
in the world.
It's involved in commercials in the US.
Yeah, of course.
I have contracts.
That's the extra thing.
We have, but those extra things means a lot more than streams.
Yeah, because streams is not that big amount. That's that's
great. But when you have to share with a bunch of people, sometimes you can end up with 20 people sharing the same cake.
Okay.
Finally, you end up with a small part,
very small piece.
But in my case, I'm lucky enough to have a great deals on Mi Gente, it's still big money, even with all those part that I had to share. But I can't give you a month, but it's millions. It's millions.
Okay,
it's millions.
Only in 2017, okay? Not now, because we know that you're still getting some money from this. Only in 2017, so Mi Gente generated more than, let's say, 20 million?
No, it's not 2000. No, it's not working like that. It take years to finally see, because there's a 1 year like every project you have, and when you start to see, and the next 2 years you really start.
That's when you see the results, like maybe in 2019,
and this is when you start to pay the taxes.
Exactly, that's the big
because
problem.
they wait like okay, now the gross amount is okay. Let's go.
So
they call the team. Come on.
Okay, now you have to give a number. 2020. It's only Mi Gente, not
but
not for
you say 20. That's too much. Not 20, but
19.
No. It's under 10 million. 10 million.
No. I said 20 crazy. Because that was just a number that I had in my head. Nothing.
But I already gave half of the part of and maybe more from this to taxes.
Okay, but that was only for you. The 8 million maybe. That was only for you, or
Yeah, of course.
Only for you?
Yeah.
Wow. I was talking in general.
No. In general, it's more Balvin has more. Universe has more.
On yourself?
Yeah. That's why I told you. Just for myself, it's millions.
That's crazy.
That makes me. But the problem. This is one of the problems. These things makes me millionaires. On Google's, when you
That's
because
a big problem, you look Willy William, okay, 10 million millionaire.
This is how This is how I've been hit by taxis because they just tip, and also Willy William. This is my real name,
Yeah.
This is my real name. I'm Willy William, so it's easy to find Willy William net worth. Go for it on Google. Tip Willy William net worth, and they say I'm a millionaire. But money. It's always a kind of funny things because you can have some different behavior depends on when you are on the events or on the things. They look what is the name of the guys? Is it famous? Okay, let me see. Let me search first on Instagram. Okay, he got millions. Okay. Okay.
I'm interested.
Let's be friends.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is how this world works.
Industry is a bit complicated, and we also wanted to ask you about this because, as we've been saying all the interview, like people see music and artist stuff like it's cool, it's nice, the night world is very nice. But can you tell us a bit about how complicated it can get as well, or how hard it can be, or how dark it can be as well, because there are also very interested people that doesn't take into account how you are as a human. They want to just know about your net worth, about how famous you are. So can you tell us about your experience with the dark side of the music industry? Maybe one or two stories or whatever you have in mind.
No stories. I have millions of stories, but I had a couple of bad experience.
Yeah.
From stolen IDs and things,
Oh, really? Stolen IDs?
Yeah. It was a long part of my, the first contract I had. I was already being stolen by the whole guys who pushed me to sign.
And you knew that?
I remember my first records I did. It was in 2004, and the guys pay me small money, like. Kind of story you heard every day, and to do the record. So I wrote the lyrics. I put because of my Jamaican voice.
Okay. Yes.
So I did my things, and especially in France. So all those DJs they started to approach with some kind of offer. I can give you. And at that time I was a beginner, so. Like every beginner, you grab the money and that's it.
Exactly.
I was, you give me 1,000 euros for just making vocals. Let's go.
So they said.
My first experience is I did this, and a few months after the guys they released that record.
Yes.
They even shoot the videos, but the problem is the records was number one on radios in France.
Okay.
And the video was everywhere on TV shows.
And you
somebody called me like, bro, this is your voice, because you're the only one to say
exactly
on the song. And I even wrote the chorus, the whole song.
The whole song was yours? They just paid an amount of money in the very beginning.
Yeah, but
and then
they put somebody else on the visuals.
Oh, fuck me.
Like
really?
the black guys like me who's doing the acting like he was there. Yeah.
So they faked your
and I
person.
never had any news from those guys.
Wow.
They released the things, and but I believe in karma, and I think I started to believe in karma at that time, because what happened, and in every bad situation I had until now, all those situations pushed me to be a more believer in karma, because maybe it's just my case, but finally all those cases they were resolved with some kind of karma, okay. I don't know why, but the case is resolved, and
that's the good thing that you keep saying in the interview, like that you really are successful, I think, because you work on you and you believe in you. You're not stuck in the past with those kind of things. Like if they help you with that, that's okay. Yeah. But you're not this kind of hateful person. Like it's like no, give me my money back. You're not like that. Like you just think.
Yeah, but
focus on you.
It's a state of mind.
Of course.
You can learn this But it's like it's like having a skill in instrument. You can learn how to play guitars, but there's some bunch of people that just learn fast, and you the kind of guy you can be jealous in that. Say, bro, I've been in the game for 20 years playing some same thing, bro. You just grab the guitars and the next week you're playing some, crazy. You can be the jealous guy watching this, or you can learn from this situation. Okay, how can I, and but this is a state of mind. This is a state of mind. I'm sorry, I'm talking.
I love that. No, of course. I love that you talk a lot. You can talk, as I said, you can talk as you want. You said before you. I think I remember you have two dreams. One of them is to have like the general Grammy Award, right? Like the U.S. Grammy, and another one is to meet Obama and tell him, bro, what the fuck? Okay, those are your two dreams. Have you got any other like dream? Maybe that you have achieved or that you haven't achieved yet, and you're like, okay, now I want to do that. Like maybe, I don't know, go to a very big concert in whatever, maybe perform for, I don't know, the King of England. I don't know.
No. No, I think the being exposed in the US is maybe one of my things that I have to do. I work on this because it's hard, because I missed the train. I had that train, that fast train during the Gente era. So I missed that train, and I learned now that what was the mistakes and so on. One of the dream is play at Coachella, for example, because I'm a DJ. Now those achievement is more DJ's achievement. I fight a lot to claims myself as a DJ also, because most of what I'm doing is more production, and I have success as a singer. So people in the audience still consider me as a singer, because I was a singer in Mi Gente. Most of the biggest hit I'm saying. That's why Cuéntale is great. And it's the best moment and it's the first kind of milestone, just to say, okay, I'm a DJ, same as David Guetta. Nicky Jam is the singer. I'm not the singer. I'm not involved in singing things like I did in the past.
You're and DJ producer.
Yeah. So this is the first. Cuéntale is the first part of, I think, kind of small project. I have another song that will came maybe in 2 months. I will release this.
In 2 months, new song.
Yeah, new song
with someone.
Yeah, I can. I know you want to.
I will take you the name. I will take. It's a Latin artist.
You will find on Google. So yeah. What is the next Willy William song?
Okay, first thing, Willy William, 20 million, and then next song with Don Omar.
No, Don Omar is on this collaboration is on the table because for years we bounce back with messages, and all the fans also waiting for something, because you know what. This is there's something funny that's happened with Don Omar. We became friends.
All right.
It's a great guy. First of all, his name is William. So this is the best way to match with an artist.
The bro moment. Hey, William. Yeah, give me 5.
So we start the bromance with this. Yeah, I say, bro, it's William talking to another William. We need to collab. So I sent him a bit. So what he did. He did the same way as Balvin did, because this is how Mi Gente started with Balvin. Balvin had somebody from my team sent to Balvin the Vodou song instrumental.
Okay.
And Balvin just he did a freestyle. He just put the song on the socials, and he did the freestyle on live on Instagram. It was the beginning era of live Instagram. He did a freestyle on the Vodou song, on the beat, and everybody go crazy. What is the beat? What is the beat? Blah blah blah. And with Don Omar, I sent the beat, and he liked crazy. He went crazy on the beat. So what he did, he did he did a live on Instagram, same thing, same shit, with to please the fans.
All right.
To say, okay, I received some beats from DJ Snake. So he played a bit that he received from DJ Snake, and he asked to the fan, what do you think about? And it's very smart, like the way of doing this, it's smart.
Because you think about people, and it's like, people, you like it, let's go.
Yeah. and the people, all his the fan went crazy on the. They didn't like the DJ Snake thing, by the way.
They didn't like.
No, they were like, okay, that's great, but he played. He said, okay,
Good, just good.
yeah,
like
good.
Nothing else.
Because I saw the live, and everybody sent me the live and say, bro, this is your instrumental. I heard the demo, because when I have some demo, I play demo to all my friends or people, because I'm okay. I say, okay, you want to steal this? I'm fine with this. That's fine. Because I did the beats, I know how to make it again, so. But he did the freestyle on these things, and people went crazy on that.
You didn't say the name of the next 2-month song, but you said you're releasing a song with Don Omar.
Yeah.
That's very big, William. That's more than we asked for.
You want to hear?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Because I'm this type of. I told you I'm this type of guy. If I have
I'm not
demo,
gonna steal you. I'm not gonna steal you.
No, it's okay. You know what? Because he already did a live with this song.
Yeah.
And people, you know what? You can find this song actually, because this era is funny, because every live song, every live from different socials.
It's recorded by someone, some freaks. They record, they screenshot.
Most of the time, this is DJs. Go on YouTube, put Don Omar, Willy William. You have the song, and they say this is the next Willy William song. This is the one. No, that's why you can listen to this, because it's already on YouTube. Holy, this is the Ole song. So you go on YouTube. 100% sure that if you tap. You tip Hole.
Hole like
Ole, like Hole, like Spanish Hole. Yeah, like Hole.
Ole.
Coño. Sorry.
Vale.
So Ole.
Yeah, like
Ole.
That comes from bullfighting, I think.
Yeah,
Spanish
traditional.
sport, bullfighting, when they do
with the
with the cape,
Yeah.
and they're like Ole. Okay, so I just type Ole, Willy William, Don Omar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the song.
This is one.
This is my vocal.
That's true.
First time he heard the demo.
Wow. That's catchy.
Worldwide.
Willy William worldwide.
He's already predicting that this song is gonna be worldwide.
It's gonna be. I loved it. I love the style. I love this Indian flute. I loved it.
When I put a flute, I immediately turn into Indian vibes things, like they did in hip hop. All those hip hop things with flutes, even the future songs. Yes. You hear the flutes, it sounds like Indian things,
Mask Off, right?
Yeah,
Mask Off with the, wow, that's
one of the biggest future songs.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Me too. Moment. And it's funny because these things happen by accident. I just sent it to him, like, okay, let's try something, and he put it in. It was the first time he heard the demo lives, and he already turned like, okay, we're gonna. And since then, because it's 4 years almost ago, this video.
Yeah, that's from
it's a whole
4 years
video.
Ago. Yeah.
Before the COVID, almost. And since now we are trying to match our agenda to make finally the meeting,
the release and the meeting, and
because
everything.
I don't want to be sending the things and send me your vocals, and I know even Don Omar is more vibey guys. We have to be in the same room, we have to meet first. And we have to talk about the things, and we have to kick it in a studio, and to keep this moment like this is a great moment. If we are able to make it at that time, it's gonna be viral or whatever you want, And I wanted. This is something that it's in my list of achievement this year. To finally make happen these songs. Okay. And I have a song with another biggest artist. Is gonna be the next one.
So Willy William personal list, U.S. Grammy, Barack Obama meeting, and release this song with Don Omar. Okay.
Yeah, you are making my own list because I didn't make the. I just realized now because I'm talking with you.
That's why I'm here, because we have to achieve that list. Okay, so you just call me and we will achieve. Okay, and now the very last question, the one I'm the most interested in. You have to tell us like a story time, okay, of your craziest night that you remember. It doesn't have to be while you were DJing. It can be like a personal night, like a crazy night that you?
But it was that night at the MTVs. The MTVs.
The MTVs. Okay, that was the craziest.
Yeah, it's crazy because there are so many funny things happen from the beginning to till the end. Even the end is funny because I was on a holiday with my kids and my wife in New York, and they say, "Okay, you are nominated." Okay, I heard the news, and you're supposed to be here because Balvin is not there.
Oh my God!
So somebody has to be there to represent the song.
To pick up the trophy, of course.
I said, okay. I'm on holiday. We are on holiday in the US, so okay, we pass by New York. That's crazy. Nobody knows me on the photo booth because this is the official photo booth from the MTVs.
Okay.
Like I was there, and I remember when the artists are coming to the photo booth official, somebody came with the board.
Yes.
Say, okay, now this is Justin Bieber board. Now this is it allows all the photograph to be focused at that time. Say, okay. And most of the media and all the medias are there, like the famous media, because this is the MTV.
Of course, yes.
Nobody's gonna miss that moment. And when the board is there, some of the medias, they are interested, if as a Latin artist, all the Latin medias, they were focused. But what they did, it was the J Balvin board.
Okay.
With no Willy William.
Oh my fuck, really?
Because this is the US, because nobody knows me in the US. I get it.
And they put J Balvin board.
Yeah, this is my I get it moment.
So wait.
But I didn't realize at that time. I just realized that somebody pushed me on this is, okay, go. Go. Hey, where's the J Balvin team? J Balvin team. It's him.
Was you.
It was only me. No, I looking in my back, there's no team. Only the PR. Even the PR was like, go. And I went through the red carpet. I was only me with the huge things board with the Balvin. I realized that because people were like,
what the fuck? Who is that guy?
I heard just a come on. I dreamt about Willy.
He was just one.
No, and I realized that
it was by accident.
No, they did. I missed that because I just turned my head. I saw the board with Balvin. I said,
oh my God!
It was my I get it moment, and all the things was all these events. And it was crazy. And I was like, okay, do some photos. I'm here, and I was like.
Hey, you, come on.
Yeah,
somebody take a picture, please.
But, it was weird because it took everybody a few seconds to realize what happened. Mm-hmm. Another really, really, really funny moment is my biggest I get it moment. I call this I get it.
I get it
That's
moment.
Okay.
I'm going to steal from you.
Because, when you didn't win something, you're like, okay, I'm cool. Because I was sitting behind DJ Khaled, and I had my picture with DJ Khaled, my wife too, and the kid of DJ Khaled was next to my wife. So my wife, she was playing with the kids, and I told my wife, this is the DJ Khaled the son. Let's do a picture. But I did my picture with DJ Khaled. We have fun. We shake hands. Hey, bro. I'm Willy William, but I'm not good at selling my image. I'm the worst in doing that.
Okay, you just
that's
say
why I
your
always
name.
need somebody to say, oh, this is Willy William, and because I'm so shy.
Okay,
and
so you're not like, hey, I'm Willy William. You know me, gente? That's me. You just say Willy William.
Yeah, but maybe if I did this will help me in my career a lot. But the fact that I stay in my zone. And I can stay for ages in my zone, like until somebody notice that I'm Willy William, and somebody notice that. So sometimes it's good to be like this, but sometimes this don't deserve my art because I can push myself more. I can be more upfront in some things, But I'm shy, so I'll let this task to somebody else. Some managers, some PR to do the job and
the experts to say this Willy William, that's his job. Please appreciate that. Please take pictures right now. Even he's not J Balvin. Just take the fucking pictures.
Yeah, but what happened is I stay quiet and until it was my category, and they say Jennifer Lopez in my category. Everybody screaming in the arena, in the J Balvin, Willy William, and I heard the people scream more than all those people. I said, man, maybe I can win this, And now I start to stress a lot. crazy. My wife say, "Well, you're gonna win. You're gonna." She stressed me out crazy.
Wow.
I say no, you know, and this is something I'm not supposed to say.
Say it.
Because it's tricky, you know. And now I know, you know, I know when somebody is gonna win. You know, there's something that happens. The camera team.
Yeah.
When they start to announce all the people from the category, please take a look on the camera. They shoot different people from the category. You know, this is this band. You're gonna see this band. The guy is clapping, hoping that he's gonna win because nobody knows at that time. But you have a bunch of camera team that came at you. You know, there's one camera on these guys. Maybe the camera is 10 miles away or whatever.
Okay, yeah,
but
it's
the
far.
The real camera team, they are
We'll
close
get to you.
to the winner, but not close that everybody knows it, you know? And this is when my heart goes like crazy because all the guys, they came at me during they are announcing
the presentation of the names, yes.
Yeah. And now my wife says, you won. I say, quiet.
And you got stressed.
And you know, stressed because one of the guys of the camera team, you won, so please stay focused on the camera. So one of the guys from the camera team already told me that I won.
He said already?
Yeah, he's not supposed to say this.
Okay.
But he saw that I was...
yeah, maybe you were new.
He saw me that I was too, unprofessional. Like
you were high.
I was like, I was clapping at every guy because I was like, there's Shaul over there. Yeah, Shaul. But one of the guys said, hey, but stay focused, because you won, so we want you to stay focused on the video. So I said,
fuck. Oh my god.
And finally, they announced the winner, and I know. And from now, I know because now when I saw some nominations, some MTV things, or all over things in the US, I know how it works, and it worked like that. And I'm sorry to say this trick.
I know we love those tricks.
But it's funny because I didn't heard this type of story from other artists when they won something. Especially, it's not usual that the French artists won MTV because
MTV Award, of
you know Justice or David Guetta or you know Jain, also another French singers. You know, we are a bunch of lucky French guys to win an MTV.
Award,
is different from the Grammy, you know.
MTV is very American. Like you can tell. Like MTV is very focused on US music.
None of even huge artists. It's hard to win that. This means that your art, your creation, the video, the ideas you put on things, the achievement you put on final products or final art, this is what you put to the people, and this is what you put on the submissions to the MTVs. And if you want something into that, this may be more than a Grammy.
So, Willy, we are finishing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
There's no battery in the camera now.
That's why we had too many.
Low.
That's why we had too many. So, Willy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We love to interview you. That was very interesting.
Thanks.
We love your stories, and we love that you talk as much as you want.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was a pleasure.
Gracias, un placer.
Muchas gracias.
Un placer.